Hello everybody, my name is Cree Gotcha, and I'm the modern day equivalent of a medieval jester. The conclusion of our epilogue, and most importantly 2.x as a whole, is almost here, and that comes with the first agent of 2.8, Promeia. Promeia is a mysterious former Caledon sweeper turned Krampus executioner. Her cold, icy exterior is the only hint you really need to know what her element was. That's right, Miyabi, you have to share a bus seat with her now, seeing how she is an ice anomaly, just like our melon theyre. But don't get me wrong, just because she's an ice anomaly does not mean she is a skip. I'm sorry to tell that to all Miyabi pullers. She performs much differently to Miyabi, and she seems to have a place in the upcoming Wind meta. Seriously, if I had a nickel for every ABLOOM-centric anomaly character released on the first half of the last patch of a version, being the missing piece to meta teams in the upcoming patch, I'd have two. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird it's happened twice. All footage you see was recorded on the Creator Experience server and is subject to change, so take all the values and damage numbers and everything like that with a tiny grain of salt. Alright, enjoy the video, bye! You should subscribe. I'm such a chud. Promeia's kit is as follows. Promeia, like mentioned before, caters around ABLOOMs, but most importantly, buffing ABLOOM damage. Promeia, like most current agents, has her own resource to manage, that being Corrosive Chill. You can get Corrosive Chill by attacking the enemies, proccing Freeze, Disorder, or Vortex, triggering her enhanced EX special, or by her teammates proccing ABLOOMs themselves. These all build up a certain amount of chill respectively. Once you get 50, it gets converted into 1 point of trial by cold, up to a max of 2. So in total, you can hold about 4 tokens at a time. To spend these little nuclear ABLOOMs, all you need to do is hold basic attack on an enemy afflicted by an anomaly to trigger Merciless Judgment, and boom, you have turned them into ash. And if you want even more ABLOOMs, you can use her chain attack and ultimate to proc special ABLOOMs as well. But what makes her ABLOOMs so strong? I mean, Vivian has ABLOOMs, Grace has ABLOOMs, Arya has ABLOOMs, Nangung Yu has ABLOOMs. Hell, even Bernice has an ABLOOM per sometimes. Please, Hoyo, fix this, please, I'm begging you. Please stop hurting Bernice. Just give her another buff. Man, please. Well, that comes down to 2 things in her kit. Most importantly, her core ability buffs your AP and also your entire team's ABLOOM damage based off of her AM, with the max buff getting her 147 AP and 34% ABLOOM damage. That is considering that you have her signature, you have her max upgraded, and you are running 2-piece AM. If my math is wrong, please don't hurt me. I play gacha games for a living. If I was good at math, I would not be doing this. But if you thought that was the end, you are surely mistaken. Her additional ability also allows ABLOOMs hitting enemies marked by Promeia's EX to ignore 40% of that enemy's defense. That is crazy. She has so much in her kit that just straight up makes ABLOOMs into nukes. Her additional also allows her to get 30% ice anomaly buildup rate and for her frostbite effect to last an extra 3 seconds. She truly is an ABLOOM monster. I don't think I've ever seen this many 1 million ABLOOM nukes until now. Seriously, just throw her in a team with a teammate that can proc ABLOOMs and you're good to go. Her signature W engine is going to be her best in slot choice, obviously, helping her reach the current AM cap for her buffs, but also increasing her ice damage by 40% and increasing her own personal ABLOOM damage by 35%. So even more ABLOOM damage buffing. But if you don't have that, you can always just rely on the good old free-to-play Weeping Gemini to help you out. That W engine is a monster. It is everywhere. Every time I close my eyes, I see its face. Just staring at me. For disk drives, she has a brand new set. Use the brand new set. Just use chained. I don't chained 4-piece, 2-piece AM or AP. Don't even worry about the other sets. Just use chained. Just use the new set. Not much else I can say about that. Just use the new set. It's her best in slot set. It's made for her. User set. Hello everybody, this is a special segment where we are going to be ranking all of Promeia's teammates. So S is going to be her absolute top tier choices, her extreme synergistic teammates, everything that would probably be considered a meta team. A is going to be, while not as great, still a very good option. B, little less synergistic, kinda skirting the edge of being meh. And then C and D are going to be our bottom tiers. I doubt we'll use the D tier, but it is there for moral support nonetheless. So at the top, we definitely have Promeia. She's very synergistic with herself. She buffs her own ABLOOM damage. I'm just joking. She's just there to be there. So for our first option, we have Aria. Now, Aria is an interesting case because she also does a bunch of ABLOOM damage. And from my testing, I think that she is one of her best teammates. It's a very fun team. I don't think it is like the absolute meta-defining team, but it is very strong. I mean, the Angels are strong in their own. Ice and Ether Anomaly just works very well together. You can pair these two with any of the other Angels, and the team clears fantastically easy. That being said, our next option is Nonggong. This is the best character since sliced bread for literally any Anomaly character ever. So the fact that she stuns in literally a nanosecond, and she also gives ABLOOMs as well, and considerable anomaly. Oh my god. She gives considerable anomaly damage too, is very, very good. This is the most synergistic unit with Promeia by far that I have tested. If you watch any gameplay of her coming up, you will see this little chud. You will see her. And finally, the last Angel of Delusion, we might as well get them all out of the way, is Suna. Suna is an interesting case. She does have anomaly buffing in her kit, and I think she is a fine support, but I'm not going to put her in S just for the fact that you need to run her with one of these two if you want to take advantage of Suna. Otherwise, she will not work with Promeia. Due to that, she will be going in A, but I think she is a very good support for Promeia AOD teams in general. Our next ranking is Yuzua. Yuzua is an anomaly support who buffs disorder damage, anomaly buildup rate, AM, AP, damage percent, everything, attack, everything. She is right next to Nonggong in the borderline meta-defining run this every time team slot. This character is busted for every anomaly character. She's always going to be good for these older anomaly units. Maybe with wind, things might be shaken up. We need to learn more about that. Probably in the 3.0 like dev talk or whatever it is. I think wind might shake it up, but for older anomaly units, Yuzua is always going to be the GOAT. Next up is Vivian. Vivian, I would say, she triggers a lot of ABLOOMs, so obviously she's going to be very good just for making your Promeia be able to get more tokens. So I would say she is an S right along Aria. I think their performance is pretty tied at a casual level. If you can optimize your Aria run and really get her stacks up and make sure she's stomping as much as possible, I think Aria will pull ahead just based off of her personal damage. But I still feel like Vivian is an S-rank teammate for Promeia. Maybe not as good as running someone like Nonggong. I think Nonggong completely blows Vivian out of the water in almost every team, but I do think that she has her spot very comfortable in an S-rank teammate for Promeia. I'm like looking through these, trying to find the teammates, and I just see a bunch of attackers and everything. One second, let me fix this. Okay, much better, much better. Yeah, I was trying to look through this and there was like 40 options. I was like, no Cecilia, no Billy, no Banyue, and I was like, let me just move these over here. All right, for our next option, it is going to be Bernice. Now, like I mentioned before, Bernice does have ABLOOMs, but they're not as often as I would like. I don't think she's a bad teammate with Promeia at all. I have been able to easily clear Butcher with Promeia, Yuzua, Bernice, Promeia, Nonggong Bernice, a bunch of other team comps like that, but I don't think she is the most synergistic unit. You don't really get fire and ice weakness. In fact, fire resistance is very common, at least pre 3.0 as it stands right now. Fire resistance is very common, especially on anomaly bosses. So I think a B rank is pretty kind and considerate to Bernice. It's B for Bernice, I guess. Our next option is Grace. Grace recently got a potential that has upgraded her damage significantly and made her very considerably better than she used to be. But that being said, she is still a standard banner unit at the end of the day. In my testing, I have cleared with her just like Bernice, but it has not been the most fun or the most, like, the highest damage potential I've gotten. So she will be going in B with Bernice. So now it's the BG tier. It's the Bernice Grace tier. Let's talk about someone bad. Piper. Piper is in C tier. Seriously, trying to use Piper with Promeia was actual hell as a casual player. This team sucked. This team sucked so bad. I did not enjoy it at all. I recently started an Anomaly only account, so I've been using a lot of Piper recently. So I was kind of excited to test how well it would work. It doesn't. It does not at all. It does not feel good. They're both fighting for field time. You don't get any ABLOOMs off of Piper. It's not good. It's not good, unfortunately. Sorry. I had to make a poverty line because it was bothering me how close they were. There we go. Sorry, I had to make a poverty line. It was bothering me how close they were to touching. These are like, do not run these. Do not run these. There's a case for some, like, Jafufu might work in some cases. Kaleda may work in some cases, but Jafufu kind of just gives crit damage, and Kaleda's Kaleda. But I wouldn't run these. Next Anomaly teammate is Yanagi. I think Yanagi is a very strong DPS. I think their disorder damage can carry it. You won't get that many ABLOOMs because, you know, all your ABLOOMs are going to be coming from Promeia, but I still think she's a very solid teammate at B. Not much to write home about. That being said, someone who performs pretty similarly to her kit, Yanagi's kit, is Alice. I think she's also deserving of that B tier. I think these can clear just fine, but these are not the most synergistic units with Promeia, since Promeia really wants ABLOOMs. The only one who's probably going to be breaking out of this tier with these non-synergistic or just lower damage scaled anomaly resistant characters. I'm sorry, Bernice, if you would go higher if you weren't resistant to every single boss in the game. Would be Ushimi Miyabi. Miyabi is just strong on her own. Seriously, she just kills shit. Like, you really don't have to worry about it if you're using Miyabi. These two work very well together. They form their weird mono ice comp. I think in the hands of the correct person, I think a Miyabi, Promeia, Yuzua, or Nongdong Yu team can clear very easily and very good. Sorry, I'm petting my cat while I'm saying this, so if you hear me like moving my mouth away from the mic, it's because I'm looking down to pet her. But I think these two form a very solid team together, and I think they work very well together, especially on freezable bosses. They just do not get to move. I don't think she's an S tier teammate just because she doesn't have ABLOOMs in her kit, but I think she's a very solid option. Very, very solid option. That wraps it up for our Anomaly teammates. Now we just have supports and stunners left, so we will go rapid fire. Nicole's an okay support. I think she's A tier. It's Nicole. I mean, come on. Lucy, not very good, but she works. I mean, she works. She's there. You could throw her with Bernice and it'd probably be fine. Ow, my cat's biting my hand. Pulchra can give you 30% damage bonus. I really wouldn't recommend it. Caesar has the same buff significance as Lucy. So yeah, they're going on the same tier together. Please Hoyo buff Caesar. Give her something, man. Seth, dear God, do not use Seth unless you absolutely have to. His entire kit can be summarized as a deadly assault buff. Sokaku works in mono ice situations, but it doesn't really work on Promeia as much, unfortunately. So she's going in C as well. Qingyi, you could probably find a use case with an electric teammate somewhere, but I don't really see the point in using it. She just eats up too much field time Next up is Lighter. Now, I want to talk about this one. Let me preface this. I love Lighter. I love Lighter so much. Lighter is one of my favorite 1.x characters. He's one of my first reasons for even making a TikTok and starting my content creation journey. He doesn't work with Promeia. This is not a comp. This is not a team comp. Like, this guy, he's not good. I've tried so hard to run Promeia, Bernice, Lighter. That is the team I so desperately wanted to work. I made a wish to Homunculus, to God, to everyone above to make this team work, and I just cannot get it to clear as a casual player, unfortunately. I really wish it worked, but it just does not. It just does not, unfortunately. You think it would, but it just doesn't, and I'm so sad. That being said, Lycon's right next to Lighter. I'm sure it works, especially at P6 with Mindscapes, but as a casual player, it doesn't feel fun. It does not feel fun. The same goes with Rena, but I would throw Rena in C tier. Rena is just one of those cases where, like, she's worse than Nicole. She's worse than an A rank. And you need her M1, like you need Rena's M1 to even think about making her work, which is very unfortunate. Trigger is another one of those cases I would also put in B, a low B tier, high C tier. She works just like Lycon, just like Lighter. You just need to run specific team comps. You need to run an electric teammate, something like that to make her work. Her additional doesn't really matter in crit teams though. Astra, I think, is an A tier. She's a very generalist support. She'll give you attack, she'll give you damage percent, she'll give you quick swaps for your anomaly teams. I think she's perfectly fine in A tier. Xiao, I think, is someone who can skirt the line between B and A depending on stage buffs. I'll throw her at the top of B, but I don't think she deserves much higher than that. And then finally, our last two, they just got drip marketed. Valina, our wind anomaly unit, and Norma, a fire stunner. I have no idea what Norma is going to do. She could be an anomaly support. She could be something for a new wind attacker meta. I don't know. They're in a faction together. I assume she has anomaly support, but I just don't want to guess on Norma. Valina is a different option, a different can of worms all entirely. She's wind anomaly. Promeia has specific mentions of wind in her kit. Zenless loves to release teammates right before a new patch, so I would honestly just consider Valina to be an S. This is questionable. This is with a grain of salt. We literally have no idea what this character does outside of them being a wind anomaly. We barely even know what wind anomaly does. But I think this is a prediction. I think that Valina is going to be a best in slot teammate with Promeia. That being said, if I had to give a meta prediction to where Promeia is going to fall on tier lists and meta chasers, I would say Promeia is a solid tier 0.5. Maybe tier 0 once Wind Anomaly gets up and running, but for now, I think she is very solid in tier 0.5. I think she is very strong. Don't think she has the same aura as like launch Miyabi or launch AOD, but I think she is very strong in her own right. She is very fun, which I think is the most important part of a character. I have had a lot of fun with her in her best in slot team, which is Nangung Yu and Yuzawa. I think that is a very fun team in general, but I don't think she's tier 0 potential. I think tier 0.5 is pretty fair for her. Alrighty, and we're going to end the video there. No live gameplay this time. I'm introducing a new format for these early access with Cree videos. So hopefully you enjoyed it. I enjoyed the tier list segment a lot. I think it helps people really understand where a character can fit on their account specifically. If you liked this video and you want to see more of this format, let me know in the comments. Subscribe, hype the video, anything you do for another content creator. If you could do that for me, I would most certainly appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great day, a great night, a great evening, weekday, weeknight, holiday, Monday, Tuesday, whatever you are having. I just hope it is a great one. And I will see you guys later. Bye.